Alright, let's talk about a movie that's basically a time capsule of the 90s, but somehow, most people have never heard of it. Airborne, yeah, that rollerblading flick from 1993. Personally, I think it's one of those hidden gems that perfectly captures the era's energy, but with a twist. It's like the Karate Kid meets X Games, but instead of karate, you've got rollerblading, and instead of Mr. Miyagi, you've got a laid-back surfer dude named Mitchell Goosen. What makes this really interesting is how it flips the typical underdog story. Mitchell isn't some awkward kid learning to defend himself, he's already cool, confident, and a total pro at surfing and rollerblading. It's almost like the movie is saying, what if the hero was already the hero? Now, let's talk about Mitchell's move from California to Cincinnati. In my opinion, this is where the movie gets its comedic gold. Cincinnati isn't just a random location, it's a culture clash waiting to happen. Mitchell's surfer vibes and chill attitude stick out like a sore thumb in the Midwest, and it's hilarious. But what many people don't realize is that this setup isn't just for laughs. It's a commentary on how out of place we can all feel when we're thrown into unfamiliar territory. Mitchell's not just a fish out of water, he's a surfer in Ohio, and that's a whole vibe. One thing that immediately stands out is the cast. Shane McDermott as Mitchell? Perfectly cast. He's got that effortless cool that makes you believe he's this California surf god. But here's the kicker, this was his only movie role. Like, how does that even happen? It's almost like he was destined to play this character and then vanish into thin air. And then you've got Seth Green as Wiley, Mitchell's cousin. Wiley's this overconfident, underskilled sidekick who's trying way too hard to be cool. From my perspective, this role feels like a trial run for Seth Green's future comedic persona. He's not just funny, he's wily, and that's a character you can't forget. But let's not sleep on Jack Black as Orgy, the bully's sidekick. What makes this casting so fascinating is that Jack Black is playing against type, he's not the lovable goofball we're used to. Instead, he's this over-the-top, in-your-face antagonist. And yet, it works. What this really suggests is that Jack Black's range was always there, even in his early roles. It's like the movie knew he was destined for greatness, even if he didn't get to sing in this one. Now, the rollerblading scenes. Iconic. The montage where Mitchell's just tearing through Cincinnati on his blades is pure 90s magic. Stuart Copeland's score? Chef's kiss. It's not just a training montage, it's a declaration of coolness. What many people don't realize is that this scene isn't just about showing off Mitchell's skills. It's about how he transforms the mundane into something extraordinary. He's not just rollerblading, he's turning Cincinnati into his personal playground. If you take a step back and think about it, that's what the 90s were all about, making the ordinary feel epic. And then there's the final race, the Devil's Backbone. This isn't just a rollerblading competition, it's a battle for respect, a test of character. Director Rob Bowman films it like it's the 90s version of Ben-Hur, and it works. The stakes feel real, the tension is palpable, and the geography of the track. Pure genius. What this really suggests is that even in a movie about rollerblading, you can find moments of genuine drama and intensity. It's not just a sports flick, it's a story about proving yourself, no matter where you are. Here's the thing, Airborne is more than just a cult classic. It's a snapshot of an era, a love letter to the 90s, and a reminder of how movies can transport us back to a specific time and place. Personally, I think it's a shame more people haven't seen it. It's got heart, humor, and some of the most stylish rollerblading you'll ever see. So, if you're nostalgic for the 90s or just love a good underdog story, even if the underdog is already kind of a legend, give Airborne a watch. Trust me, it's worth it. And who knows? Maybe it'll inspire you to dust off those old rollerblades. Stay stylin', brah.